Romania I was grade fourth year in university, and I looked around and I'm like, what the hell? In the gym, in any gym, fight gym, you're gonna have you're gonna have alpha male and alpha girls and tough people. So half my gym were the tough dudes, the bad dudes in the city, and the other half were the SWAT team and the cops, and that's how every gym is.
It's like that here.
Attracts tough people. Well, I find out quickly at 23 that actually the people in charge of the country were worse than these worst criminals in the city. These guys, you knew who they were. That's their job, right? That's what they do. That's how they live their lives. The politicians in Romania at the time, they were worst. They were like soul killers. They kill people's souls, right? They steal freedom for you. So what they did with my nation, it's like the communist leader, when they caught him with his wife, they put him on a wall and they shot him in 1989, right? As a European country and civilization, my tribe, it's been there for 2,000 years. We are one of the older settlers of East Europe. Latin speakers. So we've been in Europe from the beginning. We're not emigrated from Asia. And to take a man with his wife that ruled that country for so long and put him on a wall on Christmas Day and execute him, it's rough.
It's cold.
Cold, man.
It's cold.
And then the people that took over from him, they were worse than him. And they got away with it. So to me, I look around and I see the politicians that I knew. I opened a gym there because I was the champ. So I got offered a gym. And when I see what I sign up for, because they're like, here, take this place.
Nothing comes for free.
Train here. You train those guys here. And when I see what the payment has to be, I was like, Jesus, man. My parents taught me to be a righteous man, because they were Christian. And my grandfather fought in the Second World War. He got wounded on a front and come back. And he built the Baptist church in my city. Was one of the guys that built it, right? So he had Christian values, right? And he always taught me since I was a kid what is toughness, what is real toughness. Going on a battlefield, having no food for days, right? So I grew up with stories like that. And he inspired me to always try my best as a human being to make the moral correct decision, right? Which is not easy all the time. But that at that point of my life, when I was 23, it was very easy. I'm like, I'm not them, man. I can't be part of this. In order to progress in that society, you had to be one of them. Sell your soul, basically, on a daily basis in different ways. So I like, no, that's not me. So
when you left, you came by yourself?
I was married. So I come with my ex, and her parents were already here. So I come to a different world. I had more other options, but I choose Canada. I believe in Canada. I see what Canada stands for, right? They were doing peacekeeping at the time in Bosnia and Croatia and all that region. And everything about Canada was amazing when I looked at it. It's still today, I'm blessed. This is the best country we live in. No
100%.
doubt. No doubt. I travel all 5 continents, and trust me. When I see people complaining about the government in Canada, I'm going to tell them a thing. For thousands of years, people tried to find a perfect government that would make everybody happy, but that's impossible because we're all different. We're all different. We have different backgrounds. We grow up different. Some guys blue collar, some guys high educated, some guys. So we're all different. So it's impossible to make us all happy, right? Because of our backgrounds, before where we grow, the schooling, education. A plumber is not going to feel or think like the physics teacher, or a guy that works in a mine is not going to feel the same with, so we all so different. So it's hard to find a perfect government. But this is as close as it is, right? Now, when I see people complaining also, the best way to because here we have freedom. So if you're not happy, get involved.
Make a change.
Start by voting.
Yeah.
Make sure you show up and vote. Educate yourself on who you're voting, right? And if you're not still happy, go call your MP.
Mm-hmm.
Call them and tell them how you feel, because we have freedom here and you have to appreciate that. Back where I grew up, you complain, you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Most of the complainers are usually people who are local, who are Canadian roots. They're not.
Yeah.
They haven't immigrated here.
Yeah.
So the ones that immigrated here have the most appreciation.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the government, even this is hard times for our country and for everybody in the world, right? I don't know why I can explain it, because I'm not a politician and I'm not a scientist, but the world is going through a shift in power. Is like the globalist versus nationalists and whatever they're trying to achieve here. And but we're still blessed.
Mm-hmm.
The kids stayed home and got a couple $1,000, man.
Yeah, it's true.
6 million kids in Africa starve. You know that? A year. Between 5 and 6 million kids starve to death for water, malaria, hunger. So we have to be thankful, right? And if you feel frustrated, because yes, it's hard for the government to represent everybody. It's hard to represent the entrepreneur, the guy that works for the government, and the guy that works in the construction industry. And so it's going to be impossible to make everybody happy. So, you need to think twice when you complain. If you want to do something, make sure you start with voting. Educate yourself. Who do you want to represent you? Support them. Get your family to vote them. Not happy, still get involved. Mm-hmm. Get involved.
Make the change yourself.
Knock in the door. They're going to say, yeah, you want to come with us? Yeah, come. This is what you stand for. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's how you're supposed to do it. Crying on Facebook, on social media, to your other friends that think the same like you, and they're going to say, oh, yeah, you're right, man. Good for you. Yeah, you should.
But don't do anything.
It's not going to help, man.
It doesn't do nothing. Yeah.
It's not going to help. Or you're going to have some people going to hate you.
Yeah.
Because people hate on planet Earth for political views. Unfortunately, color. Mm-hmm. If you're a different color than that person, they might hate you. Religion, insane. All religion, it's about peace and love. So, but still, most of the wars come from Muslim, Christian, Buddhist fighting each other. So it's kind of